And welcome back to an episode of Toaku. Um, there's a recap, so but we need to recap it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wait, subtitles. I keep forgetting about the subtitles. Yeah. So, stuff. We noticed that Church lied about the capacity of her brain. It's actually just more of a seal to make sure that she does not turn on the church itself. I don't know. I don't know if this, like, in a year, Index can, like, she was already looking at the sorcerers as an evil group. Then again, this end of the year, I guess, of her thing. But, like, wait, how does this go? Because if they have to erase her memories every single year, can't they just indoctrinate her, essentially? What? And that's kind of what she has been doing with Necessarius. But then, what? Like, at the end of the year, just drug her when she's in a church doing something and just erase her memories. I don't know. Silly church. Did the opening change? Did the opening change? Maybe. Did it? We're technically halfway point, so it makes kind of sense, I guess. Adding visual and such. Then again, more than half of these characters have not shown up yet, and we halfway through. At least I think it's a 12 episode anime, right? It is 12 episodes, right? It's just triangles in her eyes. Yes, that's all. Oh, what's the law? What was the thing again with 3 points in a circle that makes a triangle? I know there's a theorem of that. Hmm. Okay, so the notification. Notification takes some time. So it's not absolute notification, I see. Vandalism. How's the magic hurting him? Shouldn't it be nullified immediately? I guess not, but still. Like, unless the magic is maybe air pressure, because that's not magic. It's powered by magic, but like, if you use magic to like throw a rock, the rock's still not magic. Then again, also depends then. That depends if the rock is magically propelled through the whole thing, or you just throw it and gravity takes the rest, maybe. Okay. What? Why is she floating? How the fuck does that affect her? Now that costs a fucking billion. At least 10 million. Okay. How long does it take to run through? Uh, Like, I know that there's probably like in the preview it says infinite distance between her, which I'm gonna guess is a spell, but still, it's like five tatami mats or 3 long. How long does it take to run that? It's just running a place. Did not have to be that sound effect. Done? Well, Kameo is gonna be pissed about what happened to her apartment. Then again, was a shit apartment again. How is it? Dormitory, teachers' living conditions worse than the students. Also, if there's student dormitories, I would gonna guess there's teacher dormitories. Hmm. Other retaliation spell? Or just Tucker's? She was just going to the bath, man. Also, that's a late ass bath. She's taking midnight baths? No, definitely not. Yeah. Also, not how you open it. Goddamn letter. Mm. Okay. You don't need to read it out loud. Hmm? Amen. Actually, wait. How do you do it? This? I don't know. I'm not religious. Fucking God sucks. It's probably dead. Or doesn't exist. Either one is fine. Huh. What, has the effects reversed? Did he forget about everything? Who are you? Hmm. Knew it! Obliteration? What the fuck do you mean obliteration? He has brain damage? You're gonna That's not gonna help! That's not gonna help either. That's not gonna help either. Let me start over with the. You kind of needs us to turn at your Toma. Very weird name. They're gonna get bitten. What? How the fuck do you get a doctor to play along with this? I don't think how it works. What? Huh? What? No, that's just stupid. No, that's just stupid. What the fuck? Like, if a doctor detected brain damage, you can't just cancel it out by canceling the magic. Okay, so he actually doesn't. But still, it's still stupid. You can't just cancel brain damage. That does not make sense with how his powers has been described. Like, it cancels out Esper powers or any type of powers, but it doesn't cancel out damage that has been sustained to it, right? That's the most bullshit. What? What the heart? So cheesy. Also, depending on how like depending on where the damage is, if it's like just the episodic memory, there's still habits and such things that still are there. Like, just because your episodic memory is damaged and such things doesn't mean doesn't mean you will like your phobia is gone or something, because that's probably stored somewhere else in memory, or at least encoded in some other way. What the fuck? You try to be scientific, but then you pull out this shit? Like, if it comes to this, then technically he can't die. Or anyone. No one can die in this show, at least if Toma is around. As if it's caused by magic or espers. Should never mix. Worldwide chaos. Science versus magic. Yes, because political shit. Yeah, it's gonna meet him a lot sooner than you expect. Vampires. Depends. Would you count UFOs as occults? Dun has. Wait. 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 I just realized. Dun did this fucking this concept of this world better. At least more fun. This one seems to be taken a bit too seriously. I don't know. As I said, I kind of get why the writer wants to tell the story just have it explained this way, because now there's like super confirmation that Toma doesn't have memories. But no, why are you writing in that Toma can literally, essentially heal any goddamn injury that's caused by magic or espers? Like, could you not have thought of something else? Like, other than brain cells just dying. Like, you have acute blood loss to the brain, which obviously at some point the brain cell's gonna die, but like, it doesn't sound as bad as, magic that's attacking the brain cell directly. And then just Toma just, nope, no more brain damage. Like, I get why he needs to lose his memory. It's kind of like the whole thing I talked about, like, okay, now it's reversing it. Now Toma is the one who found memory and such. But I don't. What the fuck is with that goddamn brain damage? That's a step too far. It's like, it's the same thing as like the time travel stories. There is a line there that you should not cross. And in this case, it's fucking doping brain damage. It doesn't matter where it came from. Like, most of the time, these nullification abilities, at least in the case of how Tomas kind of work, most of the time it only nullifies the cause, but it has no effect on the effect. If the effect has been done, it can only stop it from causing more. So essentially, as I said before, if a rock gets thrown by magic, I don't. To how my understanding of this type of ability should work, and kind of how it's been shown, is that he can't really stop the rock, since that rock is just a rock. It's just powered by gravity at that point. But if a rock gets conjured up and it's not really a rock, but just unmaterialized magic, then he can nullify it because that is magic. But if a rock lands on the ground, even if it's the normal rock or the magical rock, he can't just touch the crater that was caused by the rock and say nope, and the fucking crater just disappears and becomes normal road or whatever ground again. That just seems why? That is I think it's out of nowhere power creep. It really is out of nowhere power creep. If you can get a character that's able to reverse anything, or no, like they're just not even nullifying things anymore. It's reversing things, which is a whole different thing. Very different. Like that, we're getting into the fucking Josuke from JoJo territory with the with it. Like Josuke's ability is nullification, but like what's it called again? It's reversing energy essentially. But Thomas is nullification, which is just dispersing energy essentially and not reversing it, which is shouldn't be able to heal your fucking brain. I know I can't keep ranting about this for a very long time, but I think that's the only fucking point I really have about now. They pull out the fucking science of them trying to prove that Index can live without being erasing her memories every single time, but then you pull out Toma just fucking reviving brain cells. Okay, anyways. I guess for that said, that will be it for the episode of Towaru. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
And here are the people who decided to sell out their souls. Welcome to hell.